Moving on to item 8B2, the report regarding facilities maintenance and operations projects. Dr. Gonzalez.
Yes, sir. This is a monthly report from the Facilities Maintenance and Operations Department. Dr. Barrera and Ruben Trevino are here to walk us through this month's projects.
Good evening, everyone. We've got got a little ahead of myself. The wrong.
President Felina, while he's doing that, is there a way that we can get that PowerPoint that they just presented to us, sent to us?
We will most certainly ask. They've cleared the building already, but
I think we have it.
We have it.
do we have it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Trevino, you'll forward that to us? Thank you, sir. Once again, we are coming up on item 8B2, the report regarding facilities maintenance and operations projects. Making sure that we've got the right PowerPoint presentation up on the screen for us.
Okay, we have the correct one here. This is the June 19, 2017 report regarding facilities maintenance operations. We've got Mr. Trevino here all keyed up and good to go, so I'll go ahead and turn it over to him.
And good evening once again. This is a report for the month of June on some of the projects that we've already started.
This is the first one? Oh, this is the second
I'll
one.
just go off the PowerPoint. It's not in the order that that's a completed projects, the VCT installs that we're doing district-wide. Fossa Middle School, the life skill classroom has been fully completed. The portable over at Milam and the gym office have been completed as well. The ongoing project.
Can I clarify, your staff did these? Or was it another project?
Both. It's a combined.
Combined.
We have a contract that we put a bid out for the VCT
Okay.
carpet removal, and we do both. The CTE Kate Shop paintings that have been going on, McHigh, 3 of the classrooms have been redone, and 1 at Rowe High School that's being worked on as well. On the completed projects, there's various irrigation repairs that have been done district-wide, major piping repairs. The irrigation repairs are mostly on the practice fields, playing fields, and water fountain replacements continue on an as-needed basis district-wide, along with the roof leak repairs and the window replacements that we're currently doing.
That's not the one. This is 6.
You have to go to the second one?
This is, we did. This is what we had at the time.
On some of the other ongoing projects, even though the slide is not up there, I'm going to report on the asphalt paving projects. The McHigh Bulldog Drive is currently, lime is being put out there as we speak, so that we've got the proctor that has been taken on the sampling, and the density test is scheduled to come in the next couple of days. Another one of the asphalt paving projects is Morris Middle School. Right now, it's at the demo stage. Over at Morris School, we had some questions asked on the parking lot, the configurations, whether they were going to be worked or placed around the existing shade trees that we have there. We'll be doing some trimming so that to allow the heavy equipment to be able to work underneath the areas there. Over on Milam Elementary School, we have a combination of concrete paving for the entrance drive, which is a pickup, drop-off and pickup. That particular concrete drive was poured last Monday. The 7-day test was completed today. We received the reports this afternoon from our testing lab. They were all positive. They were all good. They all met the strength on the concrete. And the contractor's planning on doing the paving hopefully Thursday or Friday, weather permitting, of this week. Some of the other ongoing projects that we have are the Mackay classrooms that several of them are being redone. The Memorial High School classrooms, the Rowe High School classrooms, Mackay, Kate, the Statham press box. There's some painting and some new doors being put up there. The 4 portables that are being moved. One of them was moved already to the Achieve Early College High School on Friday of last week, and the second one is scheduled to be moved hopefully by tomorrow or Wednesday of this week. We also have the yearly parking lot striping going throughout the campuses, along with the fire marshal inspections that we have to go through on a yearly basis for every campus before we open up back for a new school year. We have some HVAC ongoing projects as well. We have the main Mackay Gym HVAC installation going on. The unit is scheduled to arrive on Wednesday of next week. The heavy equipment, the cranes and everything will be set for Wednesday of next week.
Mr. Thurian, is that for the gym?
Yes. I met with the contractor earlier today. We're scheduling the crane to come in through a different area and not through the area that's currently under construction, which is Bulldog Drive, so it should not affect any of the new construction. Over at Lincoln Middle School, we replaced 4 package units this last week that needed to get replaced. Those are rooftop units. Memorial High School, we have a 20-ton condenser that's going to be installed in the next weeks to come. Garza Elementary, we replaced an additional 12-ton unit that needed to be replaced. Alvarez has 2 chillers. We've got cranes and the welder on standby for the replacement of both chillers at Alvarez. That'll be the first elementary that we do this summer. That will be a complete shutdown because both chillers are getting replaced at the same time. The other 2 would be one at Travis and one at Roosevelt. And some coils have been replaced also at Rayburn Elementary School that needed to get replaced. Some additional construction projects that we're working on for this summer are the Memorial High School Career and Technology ADA modifications in the restroom area for the Kate area. The warehouse front office safety entrance modification that is about to be completed either today or tomorrow. The portable relocations. We're also working on concrete slabs for 3 freezer coolers that are going to be installed this summer. The freezer coolers are going to be one at Morris, one at Rowe, and one at Travis. We are doing all the electrical work in-house, outsourcing the concrete slabs to a contractor on bids, and working with our food service department for those 3 projects as well. And along with the fire inspections that are happening throughout the district. We also have a computer lab that has been finished already. It's an upgrade over at Thigpen Zavala for a federally funded computer project that is going to take place there. And we're also working on the electrical connections and exterior lighting maintenance district-wide. We also have some additions and renovations over at Jackson in the classroom, along with the nurses station, nurses office that will be relocating towards the front of the campus. For the month of May, we had 1,183 work orders submitted, 881 were completed. One other special acknowledgement that I wanted to share is last week, the South Texas Association of School Maintenance Officials held their annual conference at South Padre Island. We submitted for 2 recommendations for the Maintenance Employee of the Year and the Custodial Employee of the Year for the region or for the area of South Texas. Our HVAC supervisor was selected as the Maintenance Employee of the Year.
All right.
So he received his award last week. No. And that's all I have. Apologize for the
Did you get to see
report now. The CDBG, that we just got word on Friday that we're awarding, they're awarding probably about 97 to 98% of the funding, with the exception of $5,000 on a total of 400.
The deal was, originally, we put in for $75,000 for each one of these playground sites, and we were awarded $50,000. On Friday, we got word from the CBDG that they had reworked their books, and they were able to award us $70,000 of the $75,000 that we had requested. The only balance would be, on our part, would be about $4,600 on each one of the projects. So this is it was a great day on Friday for us.
Awesome.
From the grant folks, the CDBG.
Those campuses have something already that's just being replaced, or they don't have anything at all?
This is new equipment that's going to get replaced.
So replace
Old being
existing?
replaced with a new, yes.
Excellent. Trustee Suarez.
There's a lot of good work being done, no doubt, but I just have to ask the question because it concerns me that on these list of ongoing projects, there's no science labs. Where are we on that?
On the science labs, we met with our science coordinator, Ms. Nino. We've also been reaching out to several subcontractors or manufacturers of the different cabinetry and chemical-resistant countertops. We've had 2 meetings with 2 different contractors, one of them which is giving us a budget per se, or to be able for us to budget accordingly, and we're working on those figures with them. Right now, from what we're looking at, is we're going to go out for bids for the counter replacements, the countertop replacements, along with the hoods wherever they need to be replaced at the high schools. And by doing that, we've taken I guess, not going out and getting them done in a, how would I put it? By going this route is saving us quite a bit of money. We're looking at possibly, at one point from the projections, it was to do 1 or 2 labs at each high school, which was 4 high schools equally maybe 4, possibly 8. Right now, if we were to go through the bidding process and spec out our countertops, our cabinetry replacements, we're probably looking at a ballpark figure of about $60,000 per lab. So that would allow us to do hopefully between 10 to 12 district-wide, possibly a couple more.
Dr. Gonzalez, I think what my concern is that I thought that when we would discuss this, and we've discussed it in several meetings, that we wanted our science labs to be upgraded and to be, there was going to be some discussion with UTRGV, there was going to be some discussions with STC, and no offense to the work that's being done, Mr. Trevino, but I think that if we were to talk to STC or UTRGV, I don't think they're going to talk to us about countertops and our cabinets. I think they're going to talk about what equipment we need to have in there, what's going to make our science labs accredited, and that our kids are going to have the opportunity to get credits that they deserve because our facilities are up to par. I think that this is something that we've talked about for a while already. We're coming into another year, and it would be sad that our kids wouldn't be able to get that opportunity because we're taking so long on it.
Well, one of the things that Mr. Trevino and I did is we went to Mission, to their early college high school, and we were able to look at their labs in their entirety. So we looked at their equipment rooms, their hoods, we looked at their setup, we looked at their overall structure. So it was just beyond the infrastructure, more on the delivery. But we just need to get together with Dr. Ibarra and the crew and continue moving with Ruben to move as fast as we can on it. But we'll do that. So we have been going out. Mission was one that we visited so far. And we saw some good things where they're combining labs and sharing space, sharing equipment rooms and things of that sort. But point taken on we need to speed it up.
Trustee Alvarado.
Just question for you, Dr. Gonzalez. I know last time on the labs, we had presented to one of the schools, but they passed on that. They didn't want to have anything. Are you working it then from, I just want to clarify, you're working from your end then that it's going to be a district-wide standard, lab's going to be equal at every school type of deal?
Yes, sir. We really want to get to a point where we set the standard for labs where every student has the equipment necessary. Not only, talking about triple B balances and things of that sort as far as equipment, but as far as counter space and as far as space to do the maker spaces and everything they need to do to create great labs.
And I mean, I want the feedback from the high schools, but this is not something they're going to dictate as far as whether they want it or not. Because what I don't want is we put in 2 schools and one school's left out, and then it's going to look like we only funded, those 2 schools.
No, the plan is to standardize our labs, and we're going to move as fast as we can. I know we've had some money earmarked for it, and it's been sitting there, and we just need to come together and move faster. But it's not going to be a campus-based decision. It's going to be facilities maintenance and operation in conjunction with the CNI and myself, and see what we can do to improve our labs.
And I guess last question is probably, for you, Dr. Yubata. I guess when you do present to us, one of the options should be probably, for my sake, I'll speak for me, is how to proceed during the school year with construction without interfering, if that's possible, which it probably isn't, but I'm just curious then, because I doubt we'll be able to do it this summer. We're probably running out of time, so what's going to be the plan to get in there?
That would be in conjunction with Ruben and the department to see how we can get on a rotation, to see the least invasive type approach.
I understand.
I would have to get with Ruben and the crew.
Thank you.
Trustee Suarez.
Dr. Gonzalez, I will suggest, because I know Mr. Trevino talked about the 12 campuses being uniform, but I would suggest that you start with the 4 high schools. I think that's where it needs most of the work done, just because kids are not getting the credits they need, which would be the IB Lamar, McAllen High School, Memorial, and Nicky Rowe. My suggestion, but I think that would be a much better approach than to worry about the middle schools because of the time issue.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions or comments?
Just a clarification on the pavements. Looks good. We're going to be done by Games of America. I think you told me we are, right? It's Bulldog Drive?
Yes, the Games of Texas are scheduled for July 26, I believe, 27.
Okay.
Yes. And weather permitting, the way it's looking right now, it should be, pretty close to getting completed by the first week of July.
It'll
Okay.
dry up pretty quickly.
Sir, the last question, Mr. Trevino, is the air condition there at the gym. How long does that process take?
Get back
That
high.
right now is on the contractor schedule. It's scheduled to be completed around the week of July 15th.
Oh, okay. Plenty of time before volleyball and all that
15th to
starts.
the
Okay.
20th. However, met with Ms. Gonzalez. I think there's a tournament or something scheduled for first couple weeks of August. So I did advise her to have a plan B in case, something.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Now, when this goes in place too, and I think you told me, and I'm just trying to rectify in my mind, you said it's going to take relief off the air conditioner, the main body. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions or comments?
Mr. President, I'd like to move up item 10C3. Next item on the agenda, please.